Shalom. All praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and salute to the hopeful elect, pushing this word in truth and sincerity, hoping to receive mercy from Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. Yahweh is the name of our Heavenly Father. That's who the world ignorantly calls God. Yahushai is the name of His only begotten Son. That's who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. And you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans, and Latinos, we are in fact the biblical Israelites. That's according to the prophecies of the Holy Scriptures. So this is the brother Shamar from the GMS Jamaica camp, right? And yeah, in the news, man, this is a video from today. You seen on the screen, the UK government just collapsed, right? So we're gonna play a little piece of this video, and I pray this lesson is edifying.
So what they're talking about here is this furlough and all this other stimulus and currency creation that they did, which has now led to rapid inflation. You cannot beat the system. This has been tried over thousands of years, even back to Roman days, where they tried to alter the currency, take the gold and silver coins, mix it with copper and other metals. It doesn't work. You eventually end up with high inflation, and then eventually, if you push it too far, you have hyperinflation. So this is just simply not true.
Yeah, what he's saying is very true. The way this debt-based economy that the Western society has been built on, it's finally catching up on them, man. This wasn't a sustainable way of running the country, all right, of running the economy, I should say, of these various countries, right? Well, it wasn't sustainable. Now, this video is in response to Boris Johnson's parliament. There's been a mass resignation by members of the parliament, right, following the release of certain economic numbers that prove that the economy is in depression right now, right? So ahead of so before they could be held accountable for the poor economic numbers or the poor performance economic wise by the government, a lot of the members of parliament are actually resigning in mass. So that's what this is about, right? So let's listen some more.
Stuff that they did was not good for the economy long term. Short term, yes, it was good. It staved off a recession. People didn't lose their jobs. They didn't lose their homes. We probably would have had a depression. But long term, you cannot fight off the inevitable. And that is, if you create too much new currency, you have a problem. What else? This enabled us to provide support to households worth £37 billion, and we have faced global inflation pressures arising from Putin's brutal invasion of Ukraine.
He's going on to a different point, but just a point about the money. You can't just continue to print money, so to speak, and that's just going to destroy the money, hence destroying the economy long term. And he said historically this is what happened as well. In like the Roman Empire, for instance, they started mixing the gold or gold plating the coins and mixing it with copper and so forth, diminishing the value of the money. It eventually destroyed the economy, man. And there's nothing new under the sun. Let me get a quick precept until and then I'll make the rest of the video play. All right. Just to show, say, yo, there's nothing new. Money has failed before, and these are the kind of conditions that come with the money failing. This is all the way back in the book of Genesis, chapter 47, verse 13. And there was no bread in the land, for the famine was very sore, so that the land of Egypt and all of the land of Canaan fainted by reason of famine. And Joseph, one of the sons, one of the 12 tribes, sons of the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, Joseph, right? And Joseph gathered up the money that was found in the land of Egypt and in the land of Canaan for the corn which they bought, and Joseph brought the money into the Pharaoh's house, right? So Joseph, of course, was in Egypt at this time after he was sold into slavery by his brothers. But when he reached into Egypt, he began to get favor under the Pharaoh, and it rose to prominence and was actually in a position of authority, making great decisions on behalf of the Pharaoh. All right. So then this is one of them. In verse 14, Joseph gathered up all the money that was found in the land of Egypt and in the land of Canaan for the corn which they bought. And Joseph brought the money into Pharaoh's house. And when money failed in the land of Egypt and in the land of Canaan, all the Egyptians came unto Joseph and said, give us bread, for why should we die in thy presence? For money faileth. All right. And you see the conditions that come up with money failing. Famine, right? Now, famine come as a result of money failing, hyperinflation, right? Things, commodities rising up to sky high prices because of the lack thereof. You know, all these things happened before, so we know that these things happen in economies, man. You know, because it's in the scriptures and it's happening right now. Okay, and we know what this is leading to. We're gonna get precepts. I'm getting that, but let's listen some more.
Arising from Putin's brutal invasion of Ukraine. Again, not true. The inflation was already here. Inflation is an expansion of the monetary supply. Now, we've got lots of letters here, but I want to cover a couple of other points. I personally think all of these resignations right now are strategic. Let me tell you why. We've had more than 15 resignations, and again, I've waited as long as possible to record this video. So this video is coming out a couple of hours beforehand. I'm going to record it, edit it like crazy, get it uploaded so you can see it. But as of right now, we've got over 15 resignations, senior people in the government. So they're all saying the same thing. The public wants us to deliver a better service. The Prime Minister has lost the trust of the people. Why would they suddenly all just resign now? This has been going on for a long time. The government lost the trust of the people going back years now, and especially over the last couple of years. And then when everyone was suffering and locked down, they were having parties. These politicians were having parties. Some of the people resigning were at these parties. Can you understand this? They were at the parties and they are getting on their high horse of integrity and saying they are leaving because there's no integrity. Talk about hypocrisy here. The fact is they've just lost 2 by-elections, which if you think, if you're from outside of the UK watching this, that's a little bit like, it's not the same thing, but similar to your midterm elections in the USA and similar. Right, we've got all of this stuff crashing down, and now all of a sudden all of these politicians are jumping ship. It's obvious what's happening. The ship is about to sink. And now remember, back in November time, I think it was 2020.
Yeah, what we said just a while ago, the ship is about to sink, right? Global economy is about to sink, and this is what it's leading to at the end of the day, right? This is what it's leading to. I'll jump right to it. This is Revelation 13 and verse 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Right? And why shall no man be able to buy or sell? Matter of fact, let's break it down from verse 16. Who is he that causeth all? The he that causeth all is the person that runs society, right? The so-called white man. Esau, Edom, according to the scriptures, that is what the name of the so-called white man is. Esau, Edom, right? He's the one that causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand and or in their foreheads, right? And this mark is a physical mark. It goes back to the Greek word charagma, which means a stamp or an imprinted mark. Okay? And with this physical stamp or imprinted mark, no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark. So we see that the current financial system is collapsing right before our eyes. And what it's going to be replaced with is a digital system where if you want to participate in that digital system, in other words, if you want to buy or sell, you need to have this physical charagma implanted in your body, okay? That no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So this is what it's leading to at the end of the day. This is what it's going to come to, all right? This is what it's leading to. But at the end of the day, right? I believe it's one in Ecclesiasticus. I'll get this one. This is Ecclesiasticus 8 Slakia, Ecclesiasticus chapter 10, verse 8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one person, one people to another. Con. So, because of unrighteous dealings, because of the wickedness of the so called white man, and absolutely every kingdom that's been established, if we're talking about the Babylonians, the Medo Persians, the Grecians, right? The Romans, right up until this new Rome that was rebirthed at the Renaissance, right? It's all sort of unrighteous dealings and wickedness, man, and that's not a sustainable way to run a kingdom, an empire. So there was only a matter of time before the Lord translate the kingdom from one person to another, and the Lord shall establish one that's more profitable. I believe I had that precept. Can Ecclesiasticus 10 verse 4, the power of the earth is in the hand of Slakia. Yeah, the power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, Yahweh Shemir Shai, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable, right? And the one is that he's going to set up that is profitable is Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai's kingdom shall be the kingdom of heaven that should be established on earth, right? Run through the capital Bethlehem, man. I should say Jerusalem, all right? That shall be the kingdom or the throne of the nation of Israel, right? And then and truly then, as it is written, when the righteous is in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn, right? So the faithful, hopeful elect are praying that they live to see that kingdom, man, that they're preserved and saved, so they can see that profitable kingdom, the kingdom of heaven. Because this wicked society is on its way out, man. Yeah, as we can see, as it says in the video, the UK government just collapsed, and what they hope to replace it with, this whole digital system, with the economy collapsing, this whole digital system is going to be a more tyrannical system, a more perfected form of slavery, when everything is tracked, right? And if everything is tracked digitally, everything is controlled digitally, and if you're deemed an enemy of the state for whatever reason, you're going to be ostracized and you can't provide for yourself or your family. That is the kind of society this wicked devil is trying to set up, right? So this is huge news, man. Huge news in terms of prophecy, you know. But I'll end with this. This is Revelation 3 verse 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. And that's the thing. Hey, this is a trial at the end of the day, right? Not taking that mark, that charagma that we read about in Revelation 13, going to take massive faith. Is the it's going to take massive faith in Yahweh Bashim Yeshua to keep you from taking that, right? But the Lord will bless. Faith is a gift, and the Lord will bless and keep certain men from receiving that mark. Certain men that keep the word of the patience, who keep the law, statutes, and commands to the best of their ability, and just keep the faith, man. Because we can see that the hour of temptation is coming, when this devil is gonna try to make basically eliminate your choices, so that you have to take, basically cause you to take that mark. But the elect shall not take that mark and will be kept and preserved by Yahweh Bashim Yashai. And I don't want I pray, myself and brothers are member of the elect, man. We just endure until the end. He that endureth unto the end, the same shall be saved, man. So big news. I pray this lesson was edifying. Just wanted to point out that, hey, this economic collapse that is coming in UK, of course, it's going to have global ramifications, and it's all leading to that chip. All praises, glory, and honor to the Yahweh Bashim Yashai Bashim Rakakwa Dash for giving the spirit to do this lesson, and shalom to the elect.